Okay, so coming into the new season, we have some new additions. For example, we brought David West back to help Miles Turner round off into a great power forward in this league. We also brought in Ben McLemore to replace Rodney Stuckey, and he also can handle the ball, so he's versatile. We also brought in Andre Roberson. We need to work on his three-point shot so he can become a defensive three-point shooter, because as of right now, his offense is useless, but he does play lockdown D. Also, we got Kelly Olynyk on the squad, only to remove some cap room to get us some money freed up. We also brought in Grievous Vasquez. He's a 6'6" point guard, because I told you I want a lot of size on this team to be like the Warriors. Now, since we're talking about Andre Roberson, I am going to constantly work on Andre Roberson's jump shot throughout the season. So this is me setting up a custom training for Andre Roberson to work on his J, because we need that jump shot up. Like, his three-pointer is only on like 50 or 60. We got to get that thing high 70s. It's going to take a while. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this done in like 3 seasons. Like, it's going to take a long time to build up this jump shot, but we gonna have to get it done because he's a great defender. We just can't let his talent go to waste. We're gonna have to make some use for the guy, and I want his three-point shot to be up there. We need it. We need that three-point production from him. I would love for him to be a 3-and-D type of guy. And we also training on Ben McLemore. All he needs is defense, honestly. He's a great ball handler. He has an 82 three-pointer. He has the best moving three on my team, and he just got picked up this year. He is a great slasher. He has an 80 dunk. He has an 80 three-point shot. He has 70 ball handle, 70 court vision, so he can make passes. The guy is well-rounded on offense. He just lacks on D. So we're going to work on Ben McLemore's perimeter defense. Then he can easily take Monte Ellis' spot. Then we won't need Monte. We will easily get rid of Monte if we can get Ben McLemore defense up. He's going to be a problem for any team. He's only 23 years old, and his stats are unbelievable. Ben McLemore is a future here in Indiana. I'm loving Ben McLemore. I'm glad I picked him up. Here is the current minute situation. Let me know what you think of it. Do you like it? Are you feeling it? Are you not feeling it? Me personally, I think this is going to be good enough to get the first month done. We're going to sim through the first month of November to see how the team is looking so far. And as of right now, this is exactly how the minutes are going to be spread out. Let me know if you think anybody should get more minutes, anybody should get less. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. As we jump into the simulation, we're going to take that game against the Grizzlies. We started off with that loss against the Bucks. They don't even have nobody. That kind of scared me. And now we're picking it back up against the Hornets, the Nets. Now we're going on against the Celtics, get that win, play the Nets again. And now this is our first actual challenge of the year. We're going to go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We take that loss. We take another one to the Jazz. And we're on a 2-game losing streak. Finally get it back with the Celtics. And here's when Ben McLemore gets hurt. So we're going to have to take Ben McLemore out the lineup. He can still play through the injury, but I'm just going to give him less minutes and then give those minutes to Monte Ellis because he can handle the extra workload. It's kind of early in the season and Monte is pushing 30, but then I simulate one game and McLemore is right back to perfect health. So I'm like, what was the point of even telling me? So anyway, we're pushing forward. We're currently 12-6, and we are finished with the first month of the season. We're 12-6. Paul George dropping 21 and 9 rebounds. That's looking good. Monte Ellis hasn't hit his stride. He's only dropping 16. Like, our team is just low scoring, but Rudy Gobert and Paul George are the only two people doing their usuals, honestly. Like, George Hill was an all-star last year, and he isn't really showing any signs of life as of the first month. I guess people going to start hitting their stride later in the year, but right now, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing any life or any spark in our numbers and how we're playing. We are just average at this 12-6. We can honestly do better. I hope that we would be doing better at this point, but we are top of our division. Cavaliers are even doing terrible. So I guess everybody's starting off slow. So we're going to jump right into the Spurs game, which is the first game of December, and the Spurs is a great team, as we all know. They basically had the same record as us. Come out the whole first half doing average. We both are going at each other, so I'm expecting LaMarcus Aldridge to go off for them. I'm expecting Paul George to do numbers for us. This is what we're paying him for. This whole MyGM is based around Paul George, so he better be getting the job done for us. and this is a back and forth game. We are actually doing very well against a top team in the Western Conference, so we're going to jump straight into the gameplay. My man Montiel is dishing it off. Paul George finding Rudy Gobert. Paul George has been eating the Spurs all game, so they've been sending double teams. So every time Paul George touches the ball, he is on spotlight. They're going to throw so many double teams at Paulie, which is going to open it up for the rest of my team. That's how we got to lead this fourth quarter. My man Rudy Gobert doing Rudy Gobert things, getting blocks, which leads to a dunk from my man Ben McLemore. McLemore was going off for 17 in this game. 17 off the bench. And Tony Parker breaking down my man. That's Tony Parker doing Tony Parker stuff. LaMarcus Aldridge getting an open shot. If you think this was going to be an easy fourth quarter for me, you had another thing coming. The Spurs was trying to fight back. We are out here getting blocks, leading into transition. Paul George taking contact, no foul. Paul George came to play tonight. I'm proud of him. And so did LaMarcus Aldridge as expected. What we're going to need to do is make sure we can beat these Western Conference teams. That's all I care about this year. We proved last year we're the best in the East. We got to prove that we're the best in the NBA. So we're going to have to pull these games out. We end up winning 98-94. Paul George went off. LaMarcus Aldridge went off. Tony Parker did his thing. And after that, they had no other scoring options. Kawhi Leonard is actually hurt. And as after that big three, is nothing left in San Antonio. And for us, Paul George with 31, Ben McLemore with 17. Everything falls into place after that. And after that game, I was kind of impressed with Kyle Anderson. Let me know what you would think of him in our lineup. I don't know. Maybe.